Hello and welcome to another Book of Lorath reaction video here on the Mole RP channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we are watching episode 2, which is Sanctuary. Again, if you're new to the channel, normally you are not seeing my face because it's pretty tough. And I'm doing most of my content without having any face cam, but I'm also watching this live with my community and we are doing a live stream about this on my main channel over at ChaosMole here on YouTube. And yeah, this is why my face cam is here. Sorry for that. But with that said, we'll watch this together. Please don't forget, if you enjoy this video, to leave a like and also consider to subscribe if you want to see more Diablo 4 content, which we already have plenty here on the channel, and there will be even more. With that said, let's watch the creation of Sanctuary. Let me see if I have to regulate the music.
Wise choice for this dark
That's good.
story. The shadows will seem longer when it's done. Before we talked of Anu and Tethamet, the high heavens and the burning hells, and all who reside there, embroiled in the eternal conflict. Now let us speak of the creation of Sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
The creators, Inarius and Lilith.
And the creation of humanity.
And demon. Our father and mother. The eternal conflict raged on.
TLDR, and I will not interrupt this too often, but TLDR, if an angel and a demon have a really effed up relationship together and they love each other or hate each other very much, a human will be born. Isn't that great? Yes. Let's continue.
Endless and all-consuming. Led by the Angiras Council, the angelic forces fought countless battles against the armies of the 7 demon lords, who sought to conquer all of creation.
Yep.
Though the high heavens often defeated their adversaries, they also failed to destroy them, allowing evil to return again and again and again. Ceaseless. Unrelenting.
It's like the fight between Blizzard and Activision.
Victories. Both suffered crippling defeats. The conflict was
the eternal conflict.
Slaughter. Many of these battles were fought in Pandemonium, the plane said to be formed from the violent death of Anu and Tethamet, where the heart of creation lay, the mountain-sized artifact that would come to be known as the World Stone, housed within the Pandemonium fortress. Any who control the World Stone would have the power to create new worlds, or unmake them with a thought. A desirable and dangerous prize indeed. It became the focus of the eternal conflict. Over the eons, the Pandemonium fortress changed hands many times. It became a strange place, embodying the warped reality of Pandemonium as a whole, a structural and liminal place. Affected by the high
I love the art, man.
Burning hells alike. Angels and demons, too numerous to count, have fallen at its gates, over and over and over again. This endless.
I just need a Snickers, man.
Advisor to the Angiras Council and under Tyrael's command, to eventually conclude that the war could never be won.
I mean, that's why it's called the eternal conflict, huh?
Elsewhere,
Shocker.
Lilith, daughter of hatred, was arriving at a similar conclusion. On her father Mephisto's role in the eternal conflict, Lilith once wrote, "My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. The war will never be won so long as he and his brothers lead. There is an end to it, but fools like my father are too blind to see it." Inarius and Lilith, angel and demon. Separated by a vastness in distance and experience that is difficult to comprehend, they came to the same conclusion. They must escape the eternal conflict.
Boobs are the strongest power in the universe.
Cosmos had ever contemplated
What?
such an unholy alliance and
What?
divine union.
What? Who said that?
I wonder if creation shuddered in horror and awe, as Inarius and Lilith gathered others to their cause, fellow renegades, seeking escape from the ceaseless fighting.
It's kind of weird that nobody noticed this
Details of their
happening.
meeting, like so much of our history, is obscured by the relentless passage of time and myth. But the great heraldic scholar Deckard Cain tells us of Inarius, wounded or marooned in the Pandemonium fortress, meeting with Lilith. Lilith was not spared the hatred of her father Mephisto, and from time immemorial had awaited an opportunity to rebel.
So she has daddy issues?
For the first time, combatants in the eternal conflict not only set aside their differences, but also formed a union. It's difficult to imagine, but legends tell us that Inarius and Lilith forged an alliance that would alter the course of the war, reality itself, and all of existence. Inarius and Lilith pledged themselves to their joint cause of escaping the eternal conflict. United in purpose, both resourceful and wise in their way, they managed to gain control of the World Stone and hide it from the watchful eyes.
Again, nobody noticed this happening.
Working together, they shifted the World Stone into a pocket dimension, hiding it from the opposing powers of the eternal conflict.
Sure.
There,
it's that easy.
They used its extraordinary power to shape a new world. A refuge, free from war, free from unending strife. A sanctuary. The renegade angels and demons came together to create new life, and the nature of the eternal conflict changed. The joining of the opposing natures within these firstborn made beings unlike any before.
Nephilim.
Beautiful abominations called Nephilim, from which humanity would one day descend.
What you play in Diablo 3 as the main character.
The birthrights of the firstborn graced them with the potential to resist the evil of the burning hells and to defy the dominion of the high heavens. Because of this, many of the angels and demons who rebelled with Lilith and Inarius feared what these children might become.
Ooh, so they were basically creating beings which would be stronger than they would be. Right? It's like super interesting. Also, what I'm very curious about, Diablo 4 is playing 50 years after Diablo 3. And as far as we know, Nephilims are not immortal, but they live a long life. I wonder what happened with the Nephilim from Diablo 3. Like, what happened to your main character in Diablo 3 to Diablo 4? Because even though he is now, what, like 70, 80 years old, for a Nephilim, that doesn't seem to be like a big issue. And I wonder if we will meet the character. Because we are definitely not the Nephilim. Well, I say definitely. It seems like we are not the Nephilim this time. So I'm curious about that.
The burden of children can strain even the strongest of allies. And it seems that angels and demons are not immune to this simple truth.
Kids ruined your marriage.
Could not have foreseen the cosmic consequences of their actions. Inarius was alarmed when he realized that his children might surpass both angels and demons in potential. The other angels and demons fought fiercely over what should be done, whether to spare the Nephilim or exterminate them. The dissent between the two groups alarmed Inarius, who called for a period of reflection. Lilith, driven into a mad frenzy by the threat of her children's extinction, ruthlessly murdered each and every renegade angel and demon. Leaving only Inarius to discover the carnage she had wrought.
Yeah, don't ever get between the mother and her children.
At Lilith's hand,
like,
Inarius became enraged, but still he could not kill Lilith. Instead, he banished her from the sanctuary they had created together.
How?
Inarius then attuned the World Stone to diminish the powers of the Nephilim over time, and disappeared in the aftermath. As their
Plus the World
faded
Stone got destroyed.
Generation, they came to resemble mortals, no longer angelic or demonic, simply human. As their power diminished, so too did their collective memory, until only legends of what came before remained. It is said that the Firstborn remained immortal and undying as humankind took shape, giving rise to the cultures, kingdoms, and tribes of Sanctuary.
So they are immortal.
Themselves fading into myth. Now you know the birth of our world and our inheritance, demonic and divine. The eternal conflict that rages ceaselessly in each of us.
I have still like a lot of questions here. Like, as I said, there is plot holes. I'm hoping they fill them in Diablo 4. Like, the Nephilim is like a huge question mark, right? Like, they confirmed it here again in this video. Nephilim, they don't really die of age. So chances of the Nephilim you played in D3 still being alive is very high. And I even contemplated that you might actually play your character from D3. Because the intro of D4 is super open. Like, what is the character doing there? Where do they come from? Like, what's going on? Like, there's so many questions here, which I love. And sorry for the interruption.
Think on that, young scholar, until we meet again. None of us is above sin or immune to evil's seduction. Even the most righteous may fall, given the right push in the wrong direction.
Oh my, is he talking about the Nephilim of D3? I wonder if there will be more episodes. I hope so. I really do. That was pretty amazing, to say the least. I really like this. Yeah, and I'm curious to see where they're going with this. There's so many questions in Diablo 4 lore-wise, which I would love to see where it goes. But I have a bad feeling that because it's a live service game, they will slowly give us those answers. When we are done with the campaign of Diablo 4, I think we will still have a lot of questions, and they will slowly add them through patches and through like live service stuff. But nonetheless, this is the end of this video. If there will be more lore videos, we will of course return for them, and they will return here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. And also consider to subscribe to the channel and check out my other Diablo videos here on the Mole RP channel. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye.